Bienvenue pour une nouvelle séance de French dans mon salon. Bonjour mate, bonjour mate, bonjour mate. Avant que nous commencions, before we get started, please click the subscribe button. It means the monde pour moi. Merci. In my early 20s, I used to travel a lot backpacking. I went around New Zealand, around Australia, and in hostels. We often get to meet a lot of different people, and we always end up discussing languages. One of the main things that kept on coming up was how weird French numbers can be. And it's true. Je suis née en 1988. 1988. I can see why this is super hard to learn. Here is a bit of logic behind it. The French number system started with les Gaulois. Les Gaulois. I'm sure you've all heard of Astérix and Obélix, the most famous Gaulois. Well, they are kind of responsible for why French numbers are so hard. And les Gaulois used to use their body parts to count. And the main body parts that they used to count were their fingers. And that's including les orteils. Les orteils. Then came the Romans, l'Empire Romain. And they brought with them their system of counting based on 10. And so this is what we used for the smaller numbers. 10, 20, 30, 40. And during le Moyen Âge, that's when everything blended and created the modern way that we count in France, how we count today. 64, 78, 88, 98. Over the centuries after this, there were a few attempts to simplifier the way French people count, but the reforms never went through. There were philosophers and mathematicians that tried to make it simpler, but it was never popularized. So we still count with our 420s and 420s 10 and 60 10 and all these weird numbers. My tip for you is to memorize keywords. 10, 20, 60, 80. And it's to memorize patterns. You know, we have 60 and then we have 70. 60 plus 10, 70. Sorry, and then we have 80 and then we have 80, 10. 80 plus 10. Then practice with real life examples, like reading postcodes, like the video I just posted on Instagram, or like reading phone numbers, and of course listening to native speakers and getting used to hearing it. But of course, this is very difficile. Voilà, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Merci beaucoup. Bye bye. And don't forget to subscribe. This means le monde pour moi. Merci.